Hello out there, everyone. Today we're going to be talking about Stop Making Sense, a Jonathan Demme film that's basically a concert given by the Talking Heads in 1984 in Los Angeles over several nights. And what's really interesting about this film is that it was apparently they had several cameras set up for shooting the concert, and one night they left the camera on one side of the stage rolling, and on another night they had the camera moved to a different side of the stage, so they had coverage across different areas. But in doing so, they were able to keep you never see a camera, or rarely do see a camera as a consequence. So it was an interesting directorial decision by Jonathan Demme to give you the sense that you were just there watching the concert. And I think that's what's ultimately so powerful about this film, is that as you watch it, of course you're watching it in a 2D format, but you feel as if you're there watching the show. It's so alive and so hyperkinetic. And of course, David Byrne, what more can we say about this guy? He's just a brilliant artist who has made some incredible art over the years, music and otherwise. I find him infinitely fascinating. He's actually got a really interesting book out there called The Bicycle Diaries, and it's a autobiographical accounting of his adventures traveling overseas in different cities, where he apparently takes his little fold-up bike and just starts pedaling through the cities. So he's not someone who just puts himself in a box and goes from point A to point B and has someone drive him. He gets out there and mixes it up. He's just such an odd man, and God bless him. Just such a beautiful soul, and I really enjoy this film quite a bit. I think the most recent Spike Lee directed film that was basically kind of like Stop Making Sense 2 for all intents and purposes is also quite good, but I still think there's nothing that holds a candle to what Jonathan Demme did in this film. It's just the best concert film I've ever seen, and I think it's arguably one of the top 100 films of all time. It's that good. David Byrne, his choice of wardrobe, his choice of lighting, the song selections that he went with for this concert movie, all just work. And of course, the big suit here, which I love his answer to that. He said, I wanted to wear clothes that made my head look smaller and my body bigger, because oftentimes when you hear music, it's more important to hear it with your body and not your head. So strangely, that does make sense to me, at least. But again, David Byrne, Stop Making Sense, directed by Jonathan Demme, truly one of the greatest concert films ever made, and arguably one of the best independent films ever made. I think Jonathan Demme just had lightning in a bottle with this. He captured it. And Talking Heads, and I'm not even necessarily the biggest Talking Heads fan. I think that I like a lot of their songs, but I think this concert movie, whenever I put it in, I'm just struck by how it transfixes me and puts me in a good mood, and I feel as though I'm watching true human art on display. So with that, please take care out there, everyone. Stay safe, be kind, and until that next time, keep watching cinema.